2023 looks to be an amazing year for adventure games and platformers, so here are our top 6 choices that just happen to be indie. After Somerville didn't meet the expectations of many, I found myself wondering how Cocoon is going to fare. Many high-level members of Playdead left after Inside, one of which was the lead gameplay designer of both Limbo and Inside. Jeff Carlson founded Geometric Interactive with other developers from Playdead, and they are calling their first game a cross between The Legend of Zelda and Portal. Looking at these trailers, there certainly appears to be some mind-bending puzzles that are sure to lead to some aha moments. Cocoon is going to answer whether or not the next Playdead game will likely be amazing, because if this many people left the studio and have only delivered good games and not amazing games, then you could assume that most of the elite talent is still back at Playdead, including studio founder Arnt Jensen. I'm going to be honest here, the whole reason that I created this list was because I wanted to figure out another way to talk about Replaced. From the first time that it was shown at the Xbox and Bethesda Summer Showcase, it instantly caught my attention with its 1980s retro style that felt like games from my childhood, including Flashback and Blackthorn. Replaced is a 2.5D cinematic retro-futuristic action thriller set in a dystopian alternative version of the USA in the 1980s. You play as an AI who's trapped in a human body, and you need to explore and push your mortal body to the limits. The whole studio was actually displaced due to the war in Ukraine, and you want nothing but good things to happen for this studio. Doingsoft, creators of Gato Roboto, are back with another retro title. This time they added color, guns, and an umbrella. This side-scrolling action platformer sees you on a quest for revenge that lands you in the middle of ghouls, gangsters, cops, and cultists. Gunbrella is also being published by Devolver Digital, which tends to indicate which kind of game you can expect. Gunbrella looks to be loaded with tight controls, tough enemies, epic bosses, and clever puzzles. Plucky Squire jumps off the screen with amazing visuals that feel reminiscent of how Cuphead or Limbo first stole attention. How you interact with the world seems very original, from moving words on the page to help your squire build a bridge with lily pads, for example, or escaping the pages of the book to become fully 3D and exploring the bedroom. The creativity here on display in the trailer feels like a fresh and magical experience. The trailer does have plenty of vibes from classic Nintendo titles, including The Legend of Zelda and Punch-Out! Plucky Squire is being developed by All Possible Futures, the studio that was co-founded by James Turner, who has spent most of his career as an artist and art director at Game Freak, working on mainline Pokemon games. Planet of Lana is a hand-painted 2.5D puzzle platformer that is built around an epic sci-fi story set in a faraway galaxy that looks to be very inspired by Playdead. The difference here is obviously the tone. Planet of Lana appears to have a much brighter undertone. Clever puzzles, minimalist controls, and environment storytelling still appear to be on the forefront though. Planet of Lana sees you partner up with an alien monkey cat that's going to help you solve puzzles in a game about a beautiful, vibrant planet and the journey to keep it that way, according to the studio. The world created seems epic, with gorgeous scenery and sense of scale, from the sprawling deserts to the giant underwater creatures. Worldless is a stylized 2D action-adventure platformer with Metroidvania elements, but it is not a Metroidvania. These elements including skill trees that you can upgrade, which can aid in your exploration with new ways to traverse, but also adding new skills to help with your combat. The world looks stunning and is full of intricate areas to explore, but outside of these visuals, what looks to set Worldless apart is that it features turn-based combat that you wouldn't be able to tell from looking at the trailers. Don't let the word turn-based combat fool you, because it still looks very fast and fluid. The combat looks to have some Soulsborne influence, as it features a unique defend and combination system that requires patience and timing.